Yeah.
My name is Steve Branch. I am currently have been appointed to be the Chief of Staff to the Mayor, Karen Weaver. I started here volunteering on the 1st of March. I had retired from General Motors, and the Mayor asked me to come and help her out here in Flint. And Flint being my home, I came back to help out.
Awesome. I'm also going to record on my phone, trying to set that up. Okay, it's not working. Okay. So, my first question would be, what platforms have you received healthcare information?
Basic healthcare information I've seen has been through an open house and through various meetings that I've been attending since I've been in Flint. I've only been here actually 2 weeks and about another 10 minutes. I got in about 5 o'clock on the 29th of February, so I haven't been here 2 weeks yet, but I came in the office and have worked in every day since I've been here till today. And I'll be here tomorrow morning.
Yes. So what type of information have you received from the forums?
I've received information about filters, how to install them, how to change out the cartridges. I have received information about how to shower. I received information about how to clean your fruits and vegetables, where to get your bottled water, how frequently you can stop by and get it. That type of information I have received.
Okay. So who are the common providers of this information?
Local media, community, and of course I'm getting the city emails. So that has been a big source for me.
Okay. Okay, cool. What do you think is the best platform to adequately deliver healthcare information?
I think it's going to eventually end up being door to door, person to person. I think we should have adequate healthcare information in every clinic, doctor's office, hospital in the city. So when the person is there, they can get that information. It's also helpful that a lot of the churches are providing that type of information at their churches, so that people, when they come to church, they can get a pamphlet, they can read, and they have a lot of different church-based community efforts where they're bringing people in just to talk about health needs, water safety needs.
Okay. Do you feel that the information you're receiving is accurate?
I feel that the information I'm receiving is accurate because the source that it's coming from, basically we had the Surgeon General here who's provided some excellent resources for us, and they really understand this issue as well as the CDC. So a lot of the information that I'm receiving, I take it to be fairly accurate.
Okay. What level of trust do you have with the sources
Of the information?
Yes.
Well, I have a level of trust being from Flint, knowing that this water problem, or crisis if you call it, hadn't existed before 2014. I think the trust around government is the fact that they were told one thing in early 2014 when they switched to water source, and they continued to tell them something until they told them that that wasn't true, that they knew there was a problem. And with the release of all the emails, it's also reiterating the fact that the people were lied to. And that's where the source of mistrust is coming from. So, and I feel their frustration, and I understand why they do not trust some elected officials, and it's understandable why. And our job is to rebuild that trust, because we have to make the city whole, we have to do what it takes, and that's our job, to try to leave Flint better than it was when Mayor Karen Weaver was elected.
Can you think of any false facts or information that you've received?
Well, the false fact I just received was I just watched the Steve Harvey show, and there was a mention on the Steve Harvey show that by showering, you can get lead poisons, and that happened to come from a doctor out of D.C. And so today's Steve Harvey telecast is going to be a big impact to the city with a lot of more fear, more mistrust than ever before.
Okay. Just a couple more. How are you able to identify that this was a rumor or that this was false? Just like, how did you know?
As far as what I heard on Steve Harvey
Yes.
today, Well, based on the fact that I've had several sessions with the Surgeon General and various doctors underneath the Surgeon General, that they're telling us that as far as they're concerned, that, you know, it's always been lead in everybody's water supply. There are some elevated cases of lead poisoning in the city, but it's probably the same amount that's elsewhere in the country. And so I feel that, you know, knowing that from a person who's been around, has experienced these types of situations before, I have a little confidence in what they're telling me.
What sources do you think are more likely to share false information?
I think mostly the live media, because they get a story and they run with it, and they don't really do any facts checking. It's not like they do an in-depth study. They just take what's told to them, and it's live, and that's it. You know, there is no check. It's just, oh, okay, it must be true because you said it.
Yeah. How does fear play a role into how you perceive the information?
Well, fear is a big factor because everybody's afraid of the unknown. You know, you don't know what you don't know. And when you don't know what you don't know, when you hear something, you're more afraid of it. It's like, you know, when you jump out of an airplane for the first time, they tell you that the parachute is going to open, but you don't know it's going to open until you jump and pull the chute trigger. But that fear is totally different than the fear of not knowing if your child's going to develop with some type of long-term problem that you hope that there's going to be some medical assistance for you, but you don't really know that either because nothing's been approved yet.
Do you have any last thoughts?
Well, my last thoughts is that, you know, I'm a Flintstone, born and raised in Flint. We've always been strong. We've always been resilient. And I know we'll come back from this under the guidance of our current Mayor Weaver.
Mm-hmm. Okay.